I found a positive pregnancy test on the bathroom counter. I had a vasectomy 2 years ago. When I confronted her, she said, "It's ours," and blamed me for even thinking she could cheat. But I won't back down without a paternity test. Last Tuesday morning, my 32M girlfriend, 29F, of 3 years left for work in a hurry, which isn't unusual. She's a nurse with erratic shifts. I walked into our bathroom and saw a pregnancy test on the counter. It was positive. My stomach dropped. I had a vasectomy 2 years ago. We discussed kids early in our relationship, and neither of us wanted them. My procedure was textbook, no complications. My urologist confirmed via 2 semen analyses, at 3 and 6 months post-op, that I was sterile, with 0 sperm count. We've relied on that since, no other contraception. When she came home, I showed her the test. Her reaction was confusing. She hugged me, teary-eyed, and said, "It's ours." Can you believe it? I froze. I reminded her about my vasectomy. She insisted, "The doctor said it's still possible, right? Like a 1% chance?" Here's the thing, vasectomy failure rates aren't 1%. According to my research, and my doctor's warnings, the early failure rate is about 1 in 400 within the first year if you skip follow-up testing. But after confirmed sterility, the risk drops to 1 in 4,000 for late recanalization, where the vas deferens reconnects. Even then, pregnancies are rare. I asked if she'd cheated. She got defensive. "How could you think that? I'm not a monster." She claimed she took the test on a whim after feeling nauseous, never expecting it to be positive. She suggested I get retested and offered to take a paternity test if she's still pregnant in a few weeks. I called my urologist. He said while recanalization is possible, it's exceedingly rare after 2 clear semen analyses. He ordered another test, results pending. He also noted that false positive pregnancy tests are uncommon but can happen due to medications containing HCG, for example fertility drugs, or evaporation lines, misreading the test. My GF denies using fertility drugs. She took a digital test, so no evaporation lines errors. She's scheduling a blood test to confirm. Here's why I'm uneasy. She's been distant lately, working extra shifts frequently. A month ago, she mentioned a male coworker texting her nonstop. She brushed it off as work stuff. When I asked to see her phone, she refused, citing privacy. But there's also that she's never given me reason to doubt her loyalty before. She's adamant the baby is mine, urging me to trust science and wait for my semen analysis. Right now, we're in limbo. My semen analysis results come in tomorrow. Her blood test is scheduled for Friday. The tension is unbearable. She's oscillating between excitement saying, "Maybe we're the 0.025% miracle," and anger saying, "You're accusing me of something awful." So now, could this pregnancy truly be mine, or is the math too implausible? How do I navigate this without destroying our relationship if she's innocent? Update. Semen analysis came back, still 0 sperm count. I showed her the report. She burst into tears, insisting she didn't cheat. Now she's suggesting the lab made a mistake or I'm secretly fertile. She's refusing to end the pregnancy until her blood test. I'm devastated and lost. Update 2. 2 days after my vasectomy reconfirmation, still 0 sperm count, my now ex's blood test results arrived. The quantitative HCG levels confirmed an active pregnancy. But when I asked about a prenatal paternity test, she panicked. After days of pressure, she finally agreed to a non-invasive prenatal paternity test at 9 weeks gestation. Results took a week. When they came back, the conclusion was unambiguous, 0% probability of paternity. I confronted her. At first, she doubled down, "These tests are wrong. You're supposed to be the father." When I showed her the report, she switched tactics and kept saying things like, "It must have been a lab mix-up." I was stressed and confused. I didn't cheat. Then came the tears. She claimed the coworker she'd mentioned weeks ago took advantage of her during a night shift. But her story kept shifting. First it was one mistake, then a few times, then I don't remember. Then she started blame shifting and said you were always working late. I felt alone. Then minimizing, "It didn't mean anything, we're the real relationship." Then manipulation, "I'll terminate the pregnancy. We can start over." The conception window overlapped with her extra shifts. When I checked her phone, she'd finally left it unlocked. I found months of deleted texts with her coworker, including plans to meet at hotels. I packed my things and left. She showed up at my friend's apartment, sobbing and said, "I'll lose everything without you. You're abandoning me during my hardest time. What if the baby is yours and the test failed?" But after so many lies, trust was irreparable. The worst part is she made me doubt reality. For a moment, I wondered if my vasectomy had magically reversed. That's how convincing her lies were. Now I am thinking how she risked my health. STIs never crossed her mind. And I am relieved that the vasectomy gave me a way out. I blocked her everywhere. Mutual friends say she's still spinning stories about me being cold and abusive. Classic Darvo, deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. Throwaway still active for follow-up. Thanks for the support, Reddit. Final update. Hey everyone, it's been 12 months since my world imploded. Here's where I am now. Got a full STD panel post-breakup, all clear, thankfully. Annual vasectomy checkup confirmed still 0 sperm count. My urologist joked, "You're the poster child for successful sterility." Cut ties with mutual friends who defended her side of the story. Reconnected with old hobbies, rock climbing, brewing beer, and made new friends through them. Threw myself into work and landed a promotion. Turns out, not stressing about lies at home is equal to productivity boost. Took a 6-month hiatus. Recently started seeing someone casually. She knows my history, no pressure, no paranoia. As for my ex, according to a trusted, former coworker, she had the baby. The biological father, the coworker she cheated with, isn't involved. She's reportedly struggling financially and emotionally. I feel pity, but no guilt. Your comments were a lifeline. The DMs warning me about Darvo tactics educated me on how systemic her manipulation was. Throwaway retired after this. Thanks for the solidarity, Reddit.